Good morning, good afternoon and good evening, and welcome to our You'll Never Walk Alone WhatsApp group and YouTube channel. This is our review of England versus Wales in the last group game of the Qatar World Cup 2022. And look, no surprises. It was a training exercise, really. It looked like a training exercise for England. When you look at the benches and you look at the squads, there's a massive difference in quality, obviously. And you know, Wales have found out to their cost that Gareth Bale and Ramsey are done at this level. I think they're done at any level, if I'm being truthful. Gareth Bale, there's been, I don't know, two or three loads of newspaper printed about this World Cup with him in it, but he's a long way from where he thinks he used to be. I know he has won a lot in the game, and he'll go down as a living legend of Wales and probably the best player they ever produced, or definitely the most successful as far as... See, that's where I disagree. I think Ryan Giggs has made more of a contribution to Wales and was a better player than Gareth Bale. But anyway, that's just an opinion. I think Ryan Giggs squeezed every last drop of talent out of himself. I think Gareth Bale left most of it sitting on the bench in Real Madrid. And same with Ramsey. You know, I think it's been years since he's had a good game. So Wales are really playing with 9 men by picking them two. Gareth Bale had 7 touches in the whole game, and then when he realised that he wasn't going to contribute, the only selfless thing the prick has ever done in his life is pretend to be injured for the second half to give somebody else a try, because he wasn't up to it. I heard his comments after the game about going again and stuff and going into the Euros, and Wales should move on from him if I'm being honest, or else it'll be the same shit again. Anyway, Wales go out with a whimper. They were very lucky to draw with America. They got well beaten by Iran and they got hammered by England. That could have been a cricket score. It wasn't. Wales held on in the first half, but they had none of the ball. As I said, it was a training exercise for England. Once they put their foot in the gas, Wales were blown away. Wales did have some opportunities when they were 2-0 down. They took a few strikes at goal, but England were never ever in any type of trouble or anything like that. There's never any chance of Wales winning. Okay, England then. It's hard to see with this England team because Iran were really bad in the first game and they hammered them. The second game, America stood up to them and it was a draw, and America were better side. And then against Wales, it was a training session for England. So Senegal is going to be a better test for this England team. So it'll be interesting to see how well they play against them. And as the competition progresses now, you'll start seeing better teams against better teams. Not that I haven't enjoyed the group games. There has been very few matches I haven't enjoyed, I'm being honest. I've enjoyed them all, the ones I've, watched. Obviously with the timing, I had to watch the England and Wales game this morning. I haven't seen the other games. I just know the results. I know America beat Iran. That was a politically significant game rather than a football match in the end. Iran players were threatened, their families were threatened with torture if they didn't sing the national anthem. As I said at the beginning of the tournament, football players should not get into political conversations, even in their own countries. It's going to just cause problems for them. So Iran are out, Wales are out, America and England go through. I think the USA will be playing Holland with it, possibly Holland, and then England gets Senegal. So Rashford got 2 goals, Foden got a goal. Rashford's goal on the free kick was pretty good. Goalkeeper probably should have saved it, but he was badly positioned. But it was a good strike. So, and Foden got a typical Manchester City goal, crossed the box, and like Wales were out on their feet at that stage, so there was no coming back. So yeah, we go on to the next round, last 16. This is knockout competition time, so anyone who loses is going home. There's going to be a lot of interesting games coming up in the next few days about who's going home earlier than that. But yeah, it was a predictable result, if I'm being honest. England win it 3-0. I'm going to do 2 player ratings because I was doing 2 matches and they've now played, or 2 teams, Wales, England and Senegal, and they have, I'll do the Senegal game now and the England games for as long as they go. I was only going to do 2, so I did Wales and England, and now I'll do Senegal and England, to give others a chance to review games. I don't want to be reviewing them all. But yeah, a predictable result, if I'm being honest. But congratulations to England, they're into the next round. The Senegal game will be a good game, the African champions against England, and you know, that would have been a great game for Sadio Mane to play in, but it wasn't to be. Alright, double player ratings next, and like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Welcome to our player ratings for England and Wales in the last group game in the Qatar World Cup. Okay, we'll start with the England team first because they won. Pickford, 6. Didn't really have much to do. Made a couple of saves, but they were average saves. Kyle Walker instead of Trent, 6. Neither of the right backs that he has started with have impressed me at all. Trippier was shite and Walker wasn't much better. Stones, 7. He was alright, probably the best defender. Maguire, 6. He's actually playing alright next to Stones. Luke Shaw, 6. I didn't think the back line had very much to do. Wales didn't really pose much of a threat until they were 2-0 down, and it was well into the second half, so they didn't really. It was a fucking training exercise in the first half. Declan Rice, 6. Hendo, 7. I thought Hendo did okay. Bellingham, 7. I thought him and Hendo worked really well. Hendo protected while Bellingham got forward. Rashford is my man of the match and he's getting an 8. Harry Kane, 6. And Phil Foden, 8. Rashford gets the man of the match because he got the 2 goals, but yeah, like there wasn't that much in it between him and Foden, if I'm being honest. Southgate gets a 7, 6 being the average. It was a bit better than an average performance. What can you take from this, from how far England will go? As I said, it's too hard to, because they haven't played anyone decent, and the first team that showed any type of resistance they couldn't beat. So Senegal will give them a game, and depending on how, and then I'd say they'll probably get the Dutch in the quarterfinals. We'll start seeing more of what England are about, I think, from the quarterfinals on, if they get past Senegal. I think Senegal could cause an upset, if I'm being honest. They'll have to play to their best game of the World Cup to beat England, because they are a really good team of players. They're not very well coached, but they have a very good team. Anyway, so that's the England review. England ratings. Look, England have done what they were expecting of them. They played well in patches. The first game, the people were very gassed and were, thinking that, everything was fucking rosy. The America results sort of snapped everyone back into reality that this team blows hot and cold, and Gareth Southgate, when it comes down to the big games, I think will be the reason why England get knocked out if they don't win it, to be honest. Because the players are there. They have 2 fucking teams that could probably challenge. Okay, Ward, he's getting a 6. He made a good save in the first half, but he probably could have done something with that free kick if he moved a little bit over. But it was hit powerfully and it flashed in, so 6. Nico Williams, 5. Joe Rodden, 4. Chris Mapham, 4. Ben Davis 4, Ampadu 4, Joe Allen 5, and he was my man of the match. The Welsh Xavi, as Brendan Rodgers used to call him. Aaron Ramsey 3, Gareth Bale 3, Kiefer Moore 4, Dan James 4, Rob Page 3. I think Wales need to get rid of him. He's not a good coach, even on international level. He's fucking average. Wales needs a whole new look team for the Euros, in my opinion. I think this team has taken them as far as it can. I think they need to look at other alternatives and a new manager, and hopefully Bale fucks off, because he's not going to help them. Not with the performances he put in this World Cup. He really isn't. Like, I would have no problem with Gareth Bale if his legs were gone, you know, but he still made contributions. But he doesn't. 6 fucking touches. And then he took the decision that he had a knee injury, which was good. I don't know where he got a knee injury from, because he didn't fucking do anything. So, unless you get knee injuries from walking around the pitch, I don't know how he was injured. But they have to look past Aaron Ramsey and Gareth Bale if Wales want to qualify for the Euros in 2 years' time, I think, in my opinion. I think holding on to people that are there too long. Like, they're talking about Gareth Bale and Aaron Ramsey are coming to the end. They're 33 and 32. Like, give me a fucking break. That was old for footballers back in the day, but with the sports science and the nutritionists and the money they're getting and the way they're looked after, if you're not going to 35, 36, you've wasted your fucking career. Now, Gareth Bale had wasted his career a long time ago, and he was punished, and so were Wales, unfortunately, for his lack of activity. Same with Ramsey. So they really played with 9 men, and they just weren't good enough with 11 of them. Anyway, Wales whimper out, and for John on the group, my condolences. Look, as I said, my country went to the Euros in 2000. I can't remember what one it was. It was the one that was in Poland. Jesus. We got walloped every game and went home first, and we were the worst fucking team ever. So I know how it feels when you're a small country trying to compete against the bigger ones, but your star players didn't show up, so Wales got home. Okay, that's it. So they're going to come thick and fast now after these group matches are over this week. You're going to have a lot of teams leaving the World Cup. I am going to do I'll do a review of the England and Senegal game, and hopefully, you know, we get a good game out of that. I'd love Senegal to win, but if not, I hope England win, obviously, to get to the next round. I think they have the team to go far in this World Cup. I just don't think they have the manager. I don't rate Gareth Southgate. He's a fucking gobshite. Alright, that's it. See you for the next round of games.